Yo, what's going on, everybody? So this is going to be the first video that I have done. It's a pre-recorded video. I'm going to be doing this for the MLB moving forward. The show is going to be called the MLB Diamond Plays, and this is going to be five of my five of my favorite games, and I'm going to give you my look just like I would normally do on those games, and it's going to be five of them pre-recorded show put on here. So without any further ado, let's get started. All right, first game we're going to be looking at the Chicago Cubs taking on the Reds. We are in Cincinnati here at Great American, where the Cubs are coming in at a minus 115, and we got the Reds at a minus 105. Now, the Cubs are bringing out Matthew Boyd, and the Reds are bringing out Hunter Green. We're on the Cubs on this one. I like the Cubs money line. It's at a minus 115. Very, very good line here. We got the Cubs on the run line at a minus 1.5 at a plus 145. I like both them bets. The Reds, they have been awful versus left-handed pitching, guys. Last series versus the Pirates, we've really seen it in effect. They seen two lefties in that series. They seen Andrew Heaney, and then they seen Falter, and they did hardly no damage at all against either one of them left-handed pitchers. And now you have to see Boyd, who is, in my opinion, one of the best southpaws, in the NL. Now, Boyd has a sub 3 ERA. He has a very good Cubs lineup backing him up. And I know Green is normally a good option for the Reds, but he is coming back from injury, and the Cubs have been absolutely smashing right-handed pitching. I think this is a terrible spot for Green. I think this is a terrible spot for the Reds, even though they're at home. I think the lineup on the Cubs are really going to be able to get the Green today, and I think Boyd is going to have a great outing against the Reds. So looking at a couple batters here, we know Suzuki, is always a good option. He has great numbers against Hunter Green. He has 13 at bats, 6 hits, 2 singles, 1 double, 1 triple, 2 home runs, and only 2 strikeouts. My man is slugging 1100. I mean, absolutely love Suzuki today for a home run or his total bases. Love it. So we're going to take the Cubs run line. We're going to take plus 145. The Cubs money line at a minus 115. And I love Suzuki for a home run in this game. All right, next game we're going to be looking at, guys. We got the Giants taking on the Nationals, and we got the Giants coming in at a minus 102 in this one. We got the Nationals at a minus 118 at Nationals Park. We got a total of 8. Now, the Giants are bringing out Landon Roop, and then we got the Nationals bringing out that guy, Mackenzie Gore. So, what we're going to be looking at in this game is this is a great pitching matchup. Both these starters are very good. I love the Giants and Nationals under first 5 in this one. We've seen Gore leave the game in the third inning in his last start versus the Orioles, which was very odd. Now, he did give up 2 earned runs in them 3 innings, and he had a lot of base hits against him, but he walked out of the game with the 3 innings with 9 strikeouts in those 3 innings. Somehow he managed 9 Ks, man. But they still pulled him early. So it was a very odd start for Mackenzie Gore, and I'm expecting him to go much longer than that today. Um, the Giants, they might not be as bad as the Orioles versus left-handed pitching guys, but the Giants are still not the best. They are really struggling versus left-handed pitching right now, and Gore should have a great start. Now, Landon Roop, I like this guy a lot. He's got a ton of potential. He is a good option, for the Giants, and his last start was great versus the Athletics. Roop went 6 innings of shutout baseball. This can be a pitcher duel really early here. So I really like the Giants and Nationals first 5 to go under. All right, next game that we're going to be looking at, we got the LA Dodgers heading to New York, taking on the New York Mets. The Mets are home here at Citi Field at a minus 108. The Dodgers are at a minus 112. We got a total of 8.5 in this game. It looks like the Dodgers are going to be sending out Clayton Kershaw. New York Mets are going to be sending out Griffin Canning here. And I do like the price on the Mets here at a minus 108. Some people are going to see the value on the Dodgers here, but I don't. I see the value on the Mets here, bringing out Canning. Now, Canning has been a great option for the Mets with a sub-3 ERA. Now, I do know regression is on the way for Canning, but I don't think it's here. I'm not sure, and you would think it would happen here because of the Dodgers lineup. I mean, the Dodgers lineup is serious. We know they're great, but I still feel like with the way the Mets been backing Canning up and how good the Mets are at Citi Field, I just don't see the regression starting here for Canning. The Mets are going to want to really show up for this game. I mean, you got the Dodgers coming into your house. I think the Mets. I mean, they're 17-5 at home, y'all. So far the Dodgers, they have struggled on the road. They're only 12-11 on the road this year. And they have a great record. So that shows that their struggles really come on the road. Now I'm also worried about Kershaw. He did not look good in his return game. It's going to take obviously showing us that it's going to take Kershaw some time to actually get back in the swing of things. We haven't seen Kershaw in a while. So I really don't trust him against these Mets bats today. I think this is going to be a Mets game here. I think it's going to be a sweaty one, but I think the Mets find a way to pull it out here. So give me the Mets minus 108 for this game. Next game we got, guys, we got the Diamondbacks taking on the Cardinals, and we got the Diamondbacks on the road here at a minus 125, where we got the Cardinals at home at a plus 105. We got a total of 8.5. Now, the Diamondbacks are bringing out Zach Gallen, and the Cardinals are bringing out Miles Mikolas. Both starters, I'm on the over here. Love the over. Over 8.5. I sign me up. I think we see nothing but fireworks here in St. Louis. Both starters cannot be trusted right now. Both have not been good to begin with, but if you look at both of these starters' numbers against the opposing lineups, they're absolutely awful. Zach Gallen has terrible numbers against the Cardinals. Mikolas has terrible numbers against the Diamondbacks. We have two of the top, I would say, top 10 lineups in the entire MLB versus right-handed pitching in this game going against each other. If you look at their numbers in the last 30 days versus left-handed pitching, they are off the charts for both lineups. So I really do expect a high-scoring game here. I think this is a great game for player props. I love the fact that we got the line, set at an easy 8.5. It's a good number. I feel comfortable with it. A couple batters to really look at in this game. We're going to look over at the Diamondbacks. They're the ones I think that are going to win this game. I don't trust Mikolas really. I love Eugenia Suarez today. He has 14 at bats against Mikolas. He has 6 hits, 3 singles, 1 double, 2 home runs, only 2 strikeouts, and he's slugging 1,000 with an opponent batting average of a 429. I really like Eugenia Suarez for a home run in this game. If you want to look at someone on the Cardinals, it's kind of hard not to look at Arenado here. Now, Arenado is a righty going against Zach Gallen, which is another righty. He's got 11 out bats against Zach Gallen, 4 hits, 2 singles, 1 double, 1 home run, only 2 strikeouts, and he's slugging a 727. So Arenado would be my pick for the Cardinals, but I like Eugenia Suarez a lot more, and I love the over in this game. Let's get to the last game that we're going to talk about today, and it's actually the last game on the MLB slate. We are going to be looking at the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the new and improved Sacramento Athletics. And we are in Sacramento here at a plus 160. We got the Phillies at a minus 192. It looks like the Phillies are going to be bringing out Zach Wheeler for this one, and the Athletics are going to be bringing out JP Sears. Now, we have two great pitchers here, but I have to give the A's the advantage in this one. I love the A's plus 1.5 at a minus 102, but I think the A's have a really good shot at winning this game outright at a plus 160. Now, like I said, we have two great pitchers starting here. Wheeler is the Phillies ace, but he is at a big disadvantage in my eyes. He has never pitched at this park. And I think the Phillies as a team is at a disadvantage here. The Phillies are now coming off of that Coors Field series, right? And with no days off. That is a huge disadvantage for any baseball team, especially when it comes to their lineup. Usually, when a team is coming off of a Coors Field series with no days off and have to travel, well, normally you see their bats be extremely cold the following day. And I think that's exactly what we see here, especially with the Phillies lineup having to go against JP Sears. Sears is not just the best starter in the A's rotation. I think Sears is one of the hottest pitchers in the entire MLB right now. I mean, JP Sears is not being talked about enough. This guy is an absolute cannon right now. So, with all that put together and the value we get on the A's in this park, man, I really like the Athletics here. I like their team total, but I think the most value is probably on the plus 1.5 at the minus 102. But still, don't be scared of that money line at a plus 160. All right, guys, that's all we got. Thanks for watching, man. This is going to be a daily thing now where I'm going to post my 5 favorite plays in the MLB. And it's going to be pre-recorded and put on YouTube exactly like it is today. So I don't think this was too bad for the first show. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I am still doing Plug Talk. The only difference is Plug Talk is now going to be available on Twitter. I'm going to be doing spaces probably for the next month. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and check me out, because that's where you're going to be able to find Plug Talk now, is going to be on the X Spaces. All right. Hope to see you guys there. I'm starting Plug Talk tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitter Spaces. Make sure you guys set the notification.